Greetings, man. I know I'm a Tauren, but I like how the trolls sound. That's all I'm saying. We are in classic era. I repeat this in every video just to be clear. This is the OG World of Warcraft. There are no expansions. This is before Burning Crusade even existed. That's why it's called World of Warcraft Classic Era. That's what that means. Again, a little bit annoying to some people, perhaps, that have to hear this each time. Because, you know, I have thousands of people that watch all my videos. But for me, it's important to mention. With the downfall of Wrath of the Lich King Classic, as we are approaching now Cataclysm, it's now in beta. And I have just no interest in it whatsoever. It's really that simple. And again, I talked about this the other day, where I was contemplating perhaps hardcore and then doing self-found mode, and thought to myself, apart from trying to brag to a couple of people like, ooh, look what I did. The achievement in itself for myself means nothing to me. And then I looked at the server population of the two servers. There's only two servers. One is Alliance dominated. The other one is, well, I wouldn't say it's Horde dominated, but it's got more Horde on the other one, but it's a low pop server, and I'm thinking, I'm going to go through all this craziness for what? All I want to do is just roam around, enjoy the world. I feel, excuse me, like it's just a matter of time before I get disconnected, potentially get killed. I don't know. I mean, truth be told, you die in hardcore, you just go to a normal server at that point. Not only that, the server transfer is free when you die. So that's pretty neat. But if I have this druid here, and there happens to be more people for me to help out, and I can die and then come back. See? Running into, he's a weed shed. That's where my stash has been hiding. I thought it was crazy. It's literally running on two legs. I'll show you where I'm at. Oh yeah, I did this earlier, but because of Questy, it's like, oh my god, it's hard on the ice. So I am, it helps if I know where I am. I'm right here. Right east of Mulgore. And then right here is Crossroads. So I'm just very close to Crossroads in the Barrens there. Right in here, as you can see. Good old, original World of Warcraft. Speaking of that map, where else could I go to get me some juicy lion kidneys? All right, that sounded a little hardcore. Get me another tusk. I know PETA would be proud of me right now. And I do have my light off because I have a little bit of a headache there, so I figured I didn't want the extra spotlight on me. Not like I'm going for the professional look. The sound of my voice is more important than the visual quality of my webcam. 90% of the time, I don't even have my cam on anyways. I think I've mentioned this before too. I made the 60 here a little bit bigger so I could keep an eye on that. I do have the graphics fully cranked. Something I wasn't able to do before. But the reason I'm able to do it, just because I've already made a video on that, but I feel like I want to talk about it again really quickly there. Graphics. It is because... Come on now. Work with me. It's because I'm in DirectX 12. Yeah. Because I kept stuttering before. In DirectX 11, was it? I can't even remember now, but I was having some problems. I kept stuttering. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I switched to DirectX 12. And that was pretty much it. Simple fix, really. I was able to crank everything up, make the game look as good as it can. I know a lot of people will laugh and be like, seriously? WoW, look good? It's a charmful looking thing, isn't it? It has a unique look. Witchwing talons. Well, I should have just come up here to begin with. On my way there. Now these I'll go for it because, well, I have to. I gotta complete the raptor quest, and it's not like there's exactly a plethora of them all over the place. Too bad you can't be a raptor. Imagine a troll druid in raptor form. I don't know, I think it'd be cool. What I want to know, how many more years do you think, honestly, people are going to play classic WoW, predominantly the classic era, and that right there. That's why I'm here. Kill. I almost said another word, but I don't want to get my channel canceled. We know how well that works. Once I get some levels and some better gear, I'll be able to pull multiples. Oh boy. But again, it's not hardcore, so it's not like I gotta worry. I do have to pay attention a little bit, because as you could tell, even with some half-decent armor for my level, you can see how quickly I can take a shellacking. Again, anything past this version of the game astronomically gets much easier, removing a lot of elites and stuff like that. I mean, the real classic World of Warcraft is really the classic era. I mean, don't get me wrong, up until Wrath of the Lich King, I still consider it to be classic-ish. But just playing this version of the game on its own, to me, is already World of Warcraft hardcore mode. Really. So this will probably take a little while. I have to admit, the questing is, you know, for a lot of people, you'd be like, oh, it's a part of the journey, part of the journey. It's like, yeah, great. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm done with the journey. I want to get to my destination. Like, for real. I mean, technically, I should ask if he wants to group, but I'm so tired of always being the first one to initiate that. Once I get cat form, which I think is at 20? I think it's at 20. Not 30. It's got to be 20. 30, I think, is travel form. That'll be cool. Well, because in some ways it'll go quicker. But in Wrath of the Lich King, when I was leveling up... Ah. Seriously? I was actually leveling faster. Sorry, as a bear. Because I was able to AoE pull a lot of stuff. There is also an elite Harpy. Because I'm just west of Ashenvale entrance, I believe. How did I miss? I didn't miss nothing. I thought I had a decursor or something like that. No, I don't think I do. I know I have a remove poison. I mean, I may not have the skill for it right now at my level. I just mean in general. Could have thrown a moonfire in there to make it a little bit quicker. Whatever. Kind of like this, where you pull, just like that. And then you can't even go into bear form. Are you kidding me? It takes that much mana? Well, that's ridiculous. Oh, boy. I think there's a skill in retail where you can cast Moonfire in cat form or bear form. Kind of funny. I do like the gameplay of retail in the sense that you get all these different cat forms and bear forms for the druid. The animations are so much better. But the overall game, for me at least, it just sucks. There's no buffs. I know I've said this before. A lot of these lines are recycled. There's no buffs. Nobody needs your help. The game is so easy, etc., etc.
Yes.
So that makes it frustrating. It makes it that my role is literally useless as tits on a bull. Like, that's just how it is. Kind of gives it a little decent head start, I suppose. Itchy. It's still nice to see, despite this not being a high population server. I mean, it's the highest population server. It's still not that high of a population. It seems like no matter where I go, I run into people. There we go. It's nothing like Guild Wars 2. That, I got to admit, is pretty incredible. Even after a decade of that game being out, does not matter where you go. There's always a point for you to go anywhere. You scale to the enemies in the zone. So there's always a bit of a challenge. There's always like random events going on. Truth be told, there are many things about Guild Wars 2 that I prefer over World of Warcraft much more. But there is no, like, sense of community in a way for what I want to do. There's no buffs. I mean, you can help people out. Just help them take the boss down. Nobody's going to be like, hey, man, thanks for that axe swing. That was really well laid in there into his skull. You're not going to get that. But being able to come to the rescue of someone is pretty nice in this game. Because even Guild Wars for me, especially Guild Wars 1, that was really special because my friend Purim and I, we played the hell out of that game. And we built memories with that game. We met a bunch of incredible people, all of which I've sadly lost touch with. Well, I mean, back then, it was in its infancy of social media. I mean, I had some people's emails and stuff, but for the most part, you know, things happen, you change emails, whatever, and you lose touch. But the biggest thing for me was that I got my account hacked in Guild Wars 1, and they deleted my entire friends list. I wasn't able to just kind of go back in there and get them back. The contacts, right? And when you think about it, it was a long time ago. Like, I mean, a crazy long time ago, because the first Guild Wars came out, I mean, more or less the same year World of Warcraft did. I mean, World of Warcraft came out in November of 204. But Guild Wars came out, I think, April of 205, so just like a few months after. It's already been, like I said, practically 20 years, almost half a lifetime ago, since I spoke to some of these people. There was a guy, Loki. There was a person called Vilma Palma. And Mean Mike C. But the person that I was wondering the most about, funny enough, I completely forget their name. So go figure. But even with their character name, I mean, that does absolutely nothing whatsoever. I'm just looking. Because I saw a couple of potential upgrades. I'll do that after, I suppose. Not too worried about it right now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I am 16 now, okay. Kill a few more of these. Honestly, I might just end the video after this. Just wanted to do a little bit. This also kind of showcases, if you will, on the channel. How long it can take in terms of the pacing for doing a quest. Something as simple as just this. You know, the RNG, gotta get those items. I prefer the ones where you just have to kill so many, not like pick up their RNG crap. Because that could take longer. Well, not it can. It absolutely does, because I don't think anything's ever had a 100% drop rate. So yeah, 13 more days. I've already spent over half a month. Barely played the game because I've been so busy with other stuff, but I still wanted to get back into it even if I knew I wasn't going to play much. It was still worth it to me. Question will always remain, and I've said this a million times, is whether or not for the long haul, now that my other channel is really starting to pick up some steam, my wrestling one there, I don't know how much more of these videos I'm going to make. What I mean by these videos is the ones that honestly don't even get me 100 views. I don't think I've ever made a World of Warcraft video that made me a nickel. I've uploaded hundreds and hundreds of videos on this game. It's done diddly-do shit. And it's like, I'm sorry, but if I can make this video... Oh, I thought that was, Oh, see, good thing this is not... This is not hardcore. Okay, here we go. I feel like the stomp is just so weak in terms of the duration. I wish it was like a second longer, just so you get a proper heal in there. See, isn't this a tense moment? Oh, I missed with the freaking bash. You gotta be shitting me. So again, I've said this a lot. It's not to be dramatic. Chances are I'll never, like, fully quit WoW. But I mean, I have already have in the last few years slowed down quite a bit. And again, that's because why spend all these countless hours, the very limited time I have, to myself to work on my channel, when I could be making videos that I know are going to make me more views than this in like a tenth of the time spent on the video. Really. However, I do this because my dream was to be 1%. Do you believe that? 1% of what Asmongold is. Hasn't happened yet. That's because it never will. That's just the reality. You can want it all you want. You can put the time and the work and the effort in. Nothing is guaranteed in this life. Come on. Two raptor heads. Gotta go get some head now. Gonna break out of the harpy area. I want to say the joke, but like I said, rather get the head. Okay, that's enough of that. I will fuck you up. Really? So the hyena took off first? I mean, if you want it that bad. Now, I am probably most definitely going to log out now. I'm actually also getting uncomfortable in my seat. Been playing for a while, recording a few videos. This is a safe spot, I think. I think you'll recognize where this is as well. Yeah, like I said, the entrance to Shadow... I almost said Shadowvale. My goodness. Ashenvale is right here. Again, Crossroads is right there. And I'm right here, and this is the famous RP Talon section. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like it, a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it. And you'll wake up in the middle of the night to this thing. In your bed. And if you want to subscribe, exactly. You know the drill. And if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.